What up, gamers? Fence here, and welcome back to Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. So, yeah, let's continue here. We just pretty much lost Helena. She like flew away, and the drone was going out of control. Um, Everything happened far too suddenly, and we're all confused. However, I know our current priority is getting Helena back. W well done, Mailing. Commander, are you alright? I'll take more killing yet. Colvin, can you track Helena's location? Just in case, I had Colfin put a tracker on Helena, who would have expected that it would come in handy even before we touched down. Hang on, I can still track her. Send Mailing the coordinates. Mailing, take us there. Okay. Mailing, can you see the coordinates? Helena's position is constantly changing. I need you to keep refreshing the location data. Got it, leave it to me. The drone immediately changes course and begins flying in another direction. My brain kicks into another high gear. Was our information leaked? Are we going to get ambushed again? But this time, it was Helena herself who did it, or does the problem lie with Helena? She can hear something we can't. Perhaps Helena has something in common with those Nitos we've seen before. The diner gate that's attached to the drone looks my way. Her tone isn't as teasing as before, which is a sign of Dandelion's reliable side. I thought so too. When we first received her, the words Helena underscore 043 was written inside her box's legs, or logs. Can you help me gather information regarding that? I'm on it, but I don't have much processing power bandwidth, so it'll take time. Alright, I'll leave it to you. Mainling's skillful piloting and the drone's high-speed flight quickly brings us out of the cloud cover. Looking down, we can see the glow from Helena's spears from in the distance. There are flashes coming from the ground where Helena is firing. I squint and see an intense firefight taking place against a not too large monster. Is that a Boojum? Oh, is that where it came from? Wow. Mailing, head for the Boojum. Descend as you go. Once you reach 100 meters AGL, begin orbiting the Boojum so we can observe the situation. Will do, Commander. The drone rapidly descends, and after going lower, I get a clear picture of the situation on the ground. The not too large Boojum has just flipped over a vehicle belonging to a squad of armed troops, and the forces around it are blasting it with weapons of various calibers. The Boojum is wounded from the attacks, but it does not move from its place, as though it's protecting something. It's located in what seems like a small town, but the town seems to have been abandoned for a long time, and the ravages of war have only made it even more rundown. The point of light representing Helena is flying over to the Boojum. We try to follow it, but for some of the armed troopers firing on the Boojum actually turn and shoot the drone instead. Bullets whiz past my ear, and with no recourse available to me, I had to ask Mailing to pull up. What the heck is with these people? We'll land first, Mailing. Circle around to where they can't hit us and then set us down. I'm on it. Now searching for a landing site. Alright. Well, now we're on the ground. And yeah, we'll see what the heck is up with Helena. Yeah, I guess we are gonna get the commander's side. I really thought it would be more on, I guess, Diane's side. The point of the light containing Helena is now extremely close to the Boojum, while we are forced to land further away due to the gunfire from the ground. Mailing picks up a fairly high cloud of dirt as her landing spot. Before she can fully touch down, I've already ripped my safety belt off and jumped down from the drone. Colfin and the diner gate follow me. The troopers who saw the drone land begin to encircle us, and I am forced to draw my sidearm to engage them. Dang it! This is not at all what I was expecting. Things don't look good, Commander. Don't worry. Compared to the Commander's previous encounters, this wouldn't even rate number 5 on the things that don't don't look good scale. Plus, we haven't even gotten to the snafu, tarfu, and foobar categories yet. What a shocker! Is that true? That's even smug out of you. How are the surroundings? We've got about 20 hostiles approaching. Let's see if our skills have dulled over the past 10 years. 20 of them. I'll manage. Can you do anything besides scouting and scanning? Well, as you can see, I am currently using my feeble diner gates. The only thing that separates me from the other diner gates is that I can fly. Naturally, I have already sent a distress signal to the dolls who can help us, but then you would have to wait half a day for them to arrive, no? Wow, what a great help you are. Half a day means they'll just be in time to find my cooling corpse. Even if the drone went back right away to pick up Groza and the others, they'd take at least 2 hours to arrive. Looks like I can rely on myself right now. I look at my handgun and regret not bringing something with a longer range, but there's no point thinking about that now. Since the enemy doesn't know about our situation, our only chance is to hammer them hard and throw them back with the speed and violence of action. Kolfin, get ready for battle. In the line, keep up. Okay. Yeah, we really are just in the the commander side of the story. Oh man. You know, just when I thought, it might happen that way, I'm just like wrong. It's just, you know, it's so surprising for an event story to feel so much just like a continuation of the main story. Because now, like, man, the only thing I can think of now is like what might happen in the main story next, like for chapter 9, is that they would maybe do a time jump. Unless they want to like replay this for the main story. But I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna feel so weird. I don't know what they're going to do. Nice. But wait, hold on. They said that there was gonna be around 20 enemies, but then there's just a 7 total enemies there. That's weird. Okay. Alright, finish him off, guys. Nice. And then the last guy here. Come on, Lara. Oh, what? Come on. Like one hit with your shotgun could have like done it. Alright, come on. Am I gonna teleport with Ulrid? No. I don't think so. Right, Suomi. Can you use your ultimate? I don't know if you have it ready yet or not. Yeah, there we go. I had a feeling she might use that. Okay. Nice. Continue. Alright, let's see how the story here continues. Yeah, very curious, man. How is this gonna end? I'm so so confused. The enemy has been beaten back, Commander. What should we do now? Follow me. Keep advancing. As I look in Helena's direction, I see a distant point of light flashing in all directions. Helena's automated defense systems are firing widely at those armed units. The Bujim isn't far from Helena, but it doesn't look like it intends to attack her. Her defense systems are laying down suppressive fire on her attackers. The Bujim takes advantage of this and rampages wildly, knocking over multiple vehicles armed with heavy weapons. While I pick up a rifle from the enemy along the way, it's a little more than a drop in the bucket considering the situation we're facing. I have no idea what might happen next, and I don't have enough resources on hand. All I can do is stick to cover and approach Helena's location, gathering as much intel as I can to try and formulate a solution. As I see the diner gates orbiting over my head, I suddenly think of something. Dandelion, you just said you could break through the barriers of the defense system, right? If you can bring me within 50 meters of them, I can force a connection to those systems. How confident are you of doing that? Well, this diner gate has limited processing power, and considering I'll have to do it all remotely, I guess there's about a 50% chance of success. That's enough. Mainly, can you observe Helena's surroundings from the drone? Sure thing, I can see everything. Helena's still engaging those armed troops on the ground. She's slowly taking them out. Find me a path that's free of enemies. We need to get as close to Helena as possible. Okay, right away. A route soon appears on my terminal. I pick up another rifle from the ground and toss it to Kolfin. Use this for now. It's handier than a pistol. Just the enemy down with suppressive fire afterwards. We need to buy the dandelion time. Okay. Wow. Is this what you're like when you fight in person, Commander? If you got any better ideas, now's the time to bring them up. No, I don't. Then follow me, Dandelion. We'll need scans of the surroundings for the enemies. Mark any hostiles that approach us. Feels just like old times. The Diner Gate flies ahead of us and clears out a path, while with Mailing's directions and Dandelions highlighting enemy positions, we quickly eliminate the scattered troops that we encounter. After passing through an open area, Colvin and I jump into a pit that's deep enough to provide us with cover. This place isn't far from Helena. The Bujum's deafening roars remind us of how close we are to danger. Worse still, greenish clouds are closing in from the distance. Commander, there's an incoming collapse storm. You need to hurry. Jeez, man, there's so much like craziness going on. Now we got a storm coming up. Dandelion, we're moving in to hack the defense systems. Can you control them and bring Helena down? It won't be hard once I gain control privileges over them. Alright, bring Helena down on top of that building there afterwards. I point to a nearby abandoned building. It is within 50 meters of Helena. Golfin, cover me here. I'll go there to get Helena. No, Commander, let me go. Just as I am about to jump out of the pit, Golfin grabs me by the sleeve and pulls me back in. The Bujum's too close. It's too dangerous for you, Commander. And besides, protecting Helena is my duty. Commander, you should just stay here and give commands. You're just one doll. It's not like commanding you is going to be difficult. I check my ammo. I have 2 magazines left, including the one I picked up on the way here. We should focus on our firepower. Come on, let's go. Okay. Wow, you're brave. I like that. Just keep up. Is that going to be another battle here? Okay. Go and start. I see there's like a sneaking range there too. Evacuate at least 2 allied units. There we go. Alright, Suomi. Use your ultimate. Oh, we got a really big guy there, but yeah, should be fine. We've already done like a lot of damage already. Okay. Oh, I see the evacuation point there. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I think at least Ulrid can escape. Yeah, she's just right there. She is just right there. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the move Overwatch, right? Yep. But that's fine. There we go, we win. Fortunately, there aren't too many armed troops left in this area, and we can pass through practically unhindered. Soon we're inside the building. It's only 2 stories high, and half of it has already collapsed. I kicked the rotten wooden door on the top floor, and we arrive on the roof. We aren't too high up, but it's enough for us to see Helena's side of the battlefield. Dandelion, I'm counting on you. Roger, roger. The diner gates that has accompanying us turns to fly toward Helena. The Bujum is right beside her. Perhaps it's afraid of her defense systems, but it's been keeping outside of their light. Helena remains motionless in midair, as though she lost consciousness. The diner gates rapidly approaches Helena, and as they sense the approach of an interloper, the autonomous defense flare with light and begin firing deadly beams at the diner gates. However, Dandelion's hacking is severely disrupted the enemy systems as she approaches, and the diner gate easily avoids the fire beams. The spears begin to waver and they stop shooting. The diner gates boldly flies up to Helena and begins to examine her. This girl. I will save you. Who's she talking to? The orbs shake harder and harder. Their firewalls are unable to resist Dandelion's hacking, and in the space of a few seconds, Dandelion has assumed direct control over the defense system. Do you have friends that you can't abandon either? I can't. I can't leave them behind. That's so funny. She's now speaking in complete sentences. It's not like the baby talk that she does. In any case, just come back to us first. Dandelion controls the orbs, then brings them and Helena back to the building where we are. Colfin can't help but exclaim in approval. I can't believe she took care of it. Took care of it in an instant. Well, it's Dandelion after all. Looks like you owe me again, Commander. Helena isn't far from us now. Colfin is at the observation point, preparing to retrieve her. However, Helena is still looking at the Bujum. Then she gives a voice to a heart-rending wail, to the point where even I can hear what she's saying. No! I can't leave those kids behind! It's so weird, just a different speech of her now. The way she talks. Helena is screaming things that don't sound at all like what she would say. They hit me like an invisible shockwave, even making me feel a little dizzy. In the distance, the Bujum seems to hear Helena's cry and immediately abandons its battle with the armed troops, rushing toward us at incredible speeds. What? Hurry, faster! The Dunner Gate leads Helena toward us, flying faster than her. Golfin throws her rifle aside and spreads her arms in a defensive posture, ready to physically cushion the impact of Helena's fall with her body. However, the Bujum emits a blood-curdling scream and speeds up again as it charges right for us. Oh no, we're not going to make it in time. As she sees that the Bujum is about to crash into the building, Colfin throws me out of the building with all her might. In that moment of weightlessness, the Bujum's massive body crashes into the building and swallows up Colfin and Helena's forms. I hit the ground hard, and with the last of my stamina, I see the Bujum winding between the buildings and heading into the distance. Commander, are you alright? Commander, can you hear me? I hear Mailing frantically hailing me through my earpiece, but I'm out of strength to answer, and my thinking grinds to a halt. And I think that was it for that. Okay, continue. Alright, when did we get to the city, by the way? It's so... I feel like we're far away from like where we're supposed to go to. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Well, look at these guys. Requesting backup. Requesting backup. We've been attacked by unknown dolls. Is there anyone else around? We're the last unit that managed to fall back. Hasn't backup arrived yet? HQ sent the mishaps over, but there's no telling when they'll get here. Mishaps? Gosh darn. They might as well just kill us on the spot. HQ should never have ordered us to fight that dang Bujum. All our guys are dead. Whoa. Oh wait, are we back in the present? I just realized that now. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Pay attention to changes in the battlefield situation. Bring it on. If they come, I've got the bullets for them. I've never seen that before, like, I guess the way they zoom into the characters on this battlefield here, it's always like from far away when they show these characters. They never really show them like up close like that, like within the combats here. Alright. This would be very good for Lotta. Because, and even, what's her name? Even Suomi too. Because they can all just do the AoE. I guess Latara too, but mainly for Lotta and Suomi. I feel like they'll be very good here. Yeah, see? It's gonna be so good. Ooh. Just one more unit left. One more guy left. Oh, I think next we'll win. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, let's get back into the non-main story event. Sorry. They're all gone. Those guys really were really strong. Everyone, are you alright? Damage is minimal. It shouldn't be a problem. Fortunately, they didn't have too many people. It would have been troublesome if they came in the same numbers as the Varjägers. Golfin said something about fighting them before this, so maybe that's why they only had this many people left. That's certainly possible. These people are much better fighters than the Varjägers, and they've got very good gear. Zhao Hui scrutinizes their equipment, trying to find some hint as to their identities. They don't have any identifying marks on them beyond the Mangi security logo on their armor. Their weapons are all new. They've got a full set of accessories. Their armors are equipped with air filters. You can tell right away that they're designed for use in contamination zones. But they were speaking just now. So, are those people dead people in that armor? Just to confirm, Dayan takes the helmet off one of the troopers who was killed. He's been shot in the head. Inside his helmet was covered in blood and gore. Though it's a grisly sight, there is no doubt that he was alive until recently. They're probably standard PMC fighters. But normal PMC wouldn't go up against the commander, right? Speaking of which, why were they trying to capture Helena? I'm not sure either. They just shot us out of nowhere. Perhaps they're working with the previous faction that was trying to kidnap Helena. Wait, there were people trying to kidnap Helena before this? Going into details might take a while. In any case, the commander got the assignment to escort Helena from a person called Kalina, and people have been trying to kidnap Helena all this while. Are they going to recognize that name, Kalina? Because it's Kalin, right? It's Kalina, you say? Yep. Dayan and Zhang Yu look surprised. Is Kalin involved in this too? If it's an assignment from Miss Kalina and she gave it to the commander to carry out, then it must be very important. Miss Golfin, why don't we head to that location ASAP? Yeah, it's just over here. Golfin tracks the signal on her terminal, and as the signal begins moving, she spots a cargo elevator nearby. The elevator isn't very big, with only half-height fences for cover, and the elevator shaft vanishes into the darkness below. The dolls get onto the elevator, which groans with a thunderous bass roar as it slowly descends with them on it. Big sis, doesn't this remind you of that one mission we went back on Griffin? Yeah, if I'm not wrong, we were at a submarine base. Man, dude, like, it would be so cool if I did play the first game. Then I would, like, recognize some of this stuff. But yeah, I'm sure those veterans, like this is cool to see just them, like referencing stuff from the first game. We were fighting on the base perimeter back then, but this time we get to go on an elevator ride. You seem happy. I'm just trying to lighten the mood, okay? Colfin looks into the depths of the pitch-black tunnel without saying a word. She understands that everyone here is feeling uneasy. However, the blinking icon on her communicator tells her that Helena is somewhere below her, and thus she must keep going. After realizing her attempt at cheering everyone up has failed, Zhang Yu doesn't say anything else. The dolls begin watching their surroundings, in case they're ambushed. However, nothing happens. As the elevator descends, a strange smell fills the air. Freakish-looking vegetation made of meat grows rampant on the corridors on either side of the lift. Exposing cabling merges with the plants and snakes everywhere. Perhaps she's just imagining things, but as they continue downward, the surrounding temperature seems to get lower. The collapse particle intensity in this place is rising. Yeah, I can feel it. Colfin's terminal screen is coated in frost. She tries to wipe it off and sees that the height of the target coordinates are slowly matching up with their own position. Suddenly, the lifts arrives at the bottom level with a doink and the huge gates before her slowly grind open. Is this a warehouse? Looks like a pretty messed up warehouse to me. Ugh. Countless square tanks that are half the height of a person are piled up messily against the walls of the room. The ones on the left contain some unidentifiable plants, while the ones on the right hold various twisted bodies. The tanks are engraved with what appeared to be some kind of spell incantation on them, and the walls are covered in indescribable designs, but the dolls immediately recognize one of them. Paradius. Oh, here we go. That symbol is one that no Griffin doll could ever forget. Colfin can't help but cover her mouth as she sees what's happening around her, and Zhao Hui frowns from her place off to the side. Were the missing people that the police officer was talking about all taken here? A single transfer station wouldn't have that much capacity. They must have been brought here from various locations. I I can't believe there were so many. Is this Paradius? Colfin finally realizes why the commander was acting so strange just now, and she tightens her grip on her weapon. Disgust churns in the depths of her neural cloud. The collapsed particles are emitted from plants, but why were they placed in with these corpses? Perhaps they're trying to pickle. Jung Yu immediately clamps up the moment she realizes her faux pas. Faux pas? I know it's pronounced like that, like faux pas, but the other dolls understand what she means. All the dolls are eager to get out of this room that's lined with glass tanks, but it feels like an endless corridor. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. So scary looking. It takes a long time before they manage to stride to the end of the room. Hey, is that light up ahead? The only thing at the end of the room is a rot-eaten door. A faint light leaks through the gap below it. Meanwhile, unsettling whispers can be heard through the door, which spooks the dolls even more. I can hear something. Let's be careful while moving in. The dolls crouch low, then gently push open the door at the end of the room. It leads to an open space. The char of candles blends with the stink of gore and hits them square in the face. The whispering becomes clear, and as it repeats over and over again, the dolls can make out what it says. May deformity be exchanged for purity. If you must pass wisdom to the sinful world, then may my form be the medium. Wisdom is like wisdom is like unto a curse. If this world does not deserve a blessing, then may my form atone for it. For the flesh is but a shell. If blessing is to be shared with all things, may my form be how they are joined. A sonorous liturgy. Whoa, the voice. uh, uh, comes from the distance. Several dozen unitates in long robes recite verses over and over again from where they're standing around in a deep, steep pit. Meanwhile, the girl standing in the middle leads the prayer, her voice the loudest and brightest of them all. This is the final offering. The dolls duck into the shadows, looking into the pit, where a monster breathes its last inside the pit. Is that a Bujum? That's the one which attacked us just now. Helena signals down here. Was Helena swallowed up by the Bujum? A look of shock appears on Colfin's face, and she immediately tries to run out of the shadows and towards the pit. Danyun and Zhang Yu frantically grab her and drag her back. Let go of me! I need to save her! Helena's right there. Let me save her. Please calm down, Miss Colfin. That's a big monster out there. Are you planning to jump down and commit suicide? But I... Don't worry, I'm sure there'll be a way to do it. Let's observe the situation more carefully. The girl slams her staff on the ground, and the loud noise it makes draws everyone's attention. Oh wow, what the heck? Now they... Wait, now they have a character art for her when before they just didn't show it? I guess maybe this was made afterwards. Like after the... When we got the knitter, like on our ship, on the Elmo. May deformity be exchanged for purity. If you must pass wisdom on the sinful world, then may my form be the medium. Cries of fear come from among the Unitates, but their bodies continue marching up to the pit. Their trembling is visible, even though their robes as terror echoes among the congregation. Wisdom is like unto a curse. If this world does not deserve a blessing, then may my form atone for it. The Unitates pull out daggers in trembling hands and point them toward their own throats. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Some people try to struggle against this, but their bodies do not heed their commands, as though they are not in control of their actions. That's kind of scary. For the flesh is but a shell. If blessing is to be shared with all things, may my form be how they are joined. The daggers plunge in forcefully, just as the Unitates fall into the pit along with their blood. The dull thud of their bodies hitting the ground rouses the monster at the base of the pit. Dang, you just imagine if... I don't know if there is like a Girls Frontline anime. Just seeing this like animated can be... yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. Because... yeah, definitely, it's gonna be more on the graphic side, which I like. The twisted monster writes at the base of the pit, covered in wounds. It looked like It looks like it's barely hanging on to life as it strains to drag itself over to the fallen bodies. Upon touching the Bujum, the corpses meld into its bodies. The three orbs begin circling around the monster, as though they're protecting something. A massive plant coils around the Bujum's tail, binding it to the base of the pit. The Bujum emits a shrill cry from time to time, sounding like a howl of pain and a roar of anger at the same time. So this Bujum wasn't formed naturally? Paradius is feeding their followers to Bujums? That's disgusting. The group shifts their attention from the Bujum to the girl by the pit. She's seen to be smiling happily, like she's at an amusement park. Where have you been, Paradius? Where you have Paradius, there's bound to be Naitos. This one ought to be Knitter. Knitter? Yeah, we fought Paradius before like this, and this one looks just like the Knitter we met earlier. Is she a mutant Naito or something? We ought to be having a really hard time beating a Naito with our present weaponry. According to our previous experience, Knitter isn't a particularly strong fighter. She's more like a doll. Golfin lowers her head, then raises her weapon like she's made up her mind before addressing everyone. The Bujum hasn't fully recovered yet. This is the best chance for us. If we kill Knitter, nobody can stop us from saving Helena. Oh my gosh, already just without the group I guess consenting to fire here. Golfin just fires at Knitter before anyone can stop her, but the bullet does no harm to Knitter. It is as it had vanished into thin air. Knitter whirls around in rage, slamming her staff into the ground. A loud echo fills the air, followed by an angry shout from her. The time of blessing has not yet arrived. You shall not profane this sanctuary with your insolence. Everyone, get ready for battle. Be careful as you face the enemy. Okay. I wonder, I'm guessing the Bujum is going to be maybe one of the final bosses here, if I had to guess. Okay. Let me go and just fast forward this. Eliminate the target unit, which I'm guessing is the Knitter. Nice. I felt like in this case, like that other skill would be a lot better. You know, the one with the multiple attacks that Ulrich can do. But you know, it's not too bad. Like these guys are. Yeah, they're just like very low level, so it's not too worrying. Oh, there she is. Okay, she's like below us there. Okay. So just go do like multiple attacks here. Come on, Ulrid. Then go for that one. So that everyone can just move down. I feel like Ulrid might not attack afterwards here, since I don't know if that Knitter might be too far away. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I think they might be too far away. Well, Ulrid is moving a bit slowly up, at least, like towards the target. I thought maybe it wouldn't pick up. Because I do notice that sometimes in this game where if they're too far away, they just don't go after the target, like anyone at least. Okay. There we go. Good job. The ringing in my ears interferes with my perceptions. I'm guessing we're back with the commander here, and I don't know how long has passed until I finally regain some sensation in my body. Fortunately, the aches and pain coursing through my body is a reminder that I am alive. I sense the weight of my body lessening. Somebody is moving the stones on top of me away, one by one. The world in my eyes goes from a neon-esque blur to clarity, and a petite form slowly comes into view. Helena? The person before me is Helena. She does not answer, only stands aside, watching me fearfully. I look at her dust-covered hands and realize just who moved those stones aside. I cough and spit up the dust and dirt in my mouth. Then I take stock of my body. I can't quite seem to exert any strength in my left arm. It looks like it's been dislocated. Ouch. I prop myself up with my right arm, then look around. Commander, are you awake? Dandelion's voice enters my ears. Her cheerful tone pulls me back to reality from my daze. Considering that she's talking like this, I'm probably not going to be dying anytime soon. I grit my teeth against the pain and slip my dislocated left arm back into position, then test my legs. Fortunately, there don't seem to be any life-threatening injuries, although they ache. The diner gate floats around me as it scans my body, and then it hovers in front of me again. Looks like you've been taking good care of your body for the past 10 years. The worst injury you got from being flung out of the window was a dislocated arm. Vital signs are all within normal ranges. It won't interfere with upcoming operations. I'm just glad to be alive. I look around. My surroundings are a mess, and the rickety building that the Bujim hit has completely collapsed. The surrounding area is littered with the corpses of armed personnel who were killed in the firefight just now. I reflexively reach for my gun, but the cool sensation I expect is not there. The diner gate's eyes seem to shine as it sees my hand reaching for my gun. Relax. I checked your surroundings while you were out. As you can see, there isn't a single soul around here, so you don't have to worry about being attacked again. However, the diner gate flies a little higher and looks into the distance. As I follow Dandelion's gaze, I see a big patch of dark greenish clouds not far away from us. Dang it, is the collapse storm that close already? Fortunately, I found you quickly enough. Otherwise, you'd be enjoying another full immersion in a collapse storm. Just as I was wondering how to dig you out of there, this little girl showed up. The downer gate glances at Helena, who is still looking at us with a frightening look on her face. While I have a ton of questions I want to ask her, it would be best to get out of here first. There isn't much time left. I need to decide what to do right away. I carefully recall everything that happened just now. The Indian Lion took over Helena's defense systems, but just as we were about to grab Helena, the Bujum suddenly changed course and slammed into the building we were in. Colfin threw me out of the window and saved my life. Dandelion, where's Colfin? I saw her being called up by the Bujum, along with Helena. She isn't responding to my hails, but I can try to track her location. Her coordinates indicate that she is some distance away from us, and she hasn't moved in a long time. Dang it, we need to find her. I knew you'd say that, Commander. However, shouldn't we be focusing on how to survive right now? Can you contact the Elmo? The collapse storm is almost here. What do you think? The last time we had signal, I told Mailing to bring the drone back. Hopefully it'll save some time when the comms are restored. The storm sure picked up a great time to come by. I would suggest we find a place to take cover, otherwise we'll be sporting a new crystalline look in a few minutes. Are there any suitable locations nearby? There are some non-sealed buildings. Probably won't provide much in the way of actual protection, but having something is better than nothing. Fortunately, Helena is a quasi-fully immune individual, and this isn't your first time being exposed to highly contaminated environments, so you should be fine. Will it really be okay? A look of hesitation briefly crosses Helena's face, but in the end, she works up her courage and walks up to me in the diner gate. This way. What's wrong, Helena? Go this way. After pointing the way in the way she wants me to go, Helena runs off to the distance. After a while, she stops to look back at us, then keeps moving ahead. Is Helena headed for safety? How does she know which places are safe? You can ask that question when you reach safety. I force myself to my feet. Looking back, the ruins under the thick, dark clouds look like a massive graveyard. There is no time for me to spend on contemplation. I begin moving in the direction where Helena went and get out of here. I think I know what's gonna happen now. I just thought about it. Like during that scene, like during that whole scene there, like on like what's gonna happen in the main story. I am gonna guess that the story, because I thought this whole time maybe we'll be following the commander and Helena, but no, I think the main story is going to follow Groza instead, with them like backing up 404, right? I'm guessing that's gonna be the main story. I just never thought about it because I thought the whole thing with the commander and Helena is like more important than Groza. But yeah, I'm guessing they won't be showing much of this, I guess, in the main story. Like I guess it's gonna branch off to when we get to You know, unlike Rosa's side of things. It'll be splitting off over there. Over here, Helena stops in front of a high point on the edge of the ruins. There is a disguised entrance visible near a half-buried slope. Initial inspection of the entrance reveals that it's been well camouflaged by vegetation and rubble, but looking closer inside shows clear signs of man-made architecture. Is this the entrance to an underground broker's base? The inside of the tunnel is much larger than expected. It is big enough for two trucks to drive through it side by side. The collapsed storm outside carries wave after wave of dirt with it. There are no more traces worth investigating on the surface now. Looks like you know this stuff really well, Commander. Could you explain? They're traders who do business in the contamination zones. Naturally, the URNC have used them as smugglers. Well, these smugglers are sure are bold to have hidden such a big entrance here. Well, they're brave enough to transport anything from small animals to heavy arms. Did you really not know that? Not at all. Seriously. In theory, Dandelion should probably not know about these people and things that are only found within the contamination zones, but for some reason, I have the feeling she's already familiar with these things. Helena doesn't pay attention to our discussion. Instead, she goes deeper into the tunnel, and I run up to grab her shoulder. She turns to me, a troubled look in her eyes. I walk past and in front of her. Then I shine my torch into the tunnel. It is empty. The shutter to the tunnel is half open. Once again, Helena ignores me and walks in. Although I can't be sure that it's safe in there, I have no choice but to grit my teeth and head inside. The diner gate flies into the hole, and then the shutter, which looks like it was broken, suddenly grinds shut. The interior of the hole lights up, and the sound of machinery echoes all around. As I feel the ground below me start to tremble, I realize that I'm standing on an elevator platform. Dandelion, give me a scan of our surroundings. We are currently descending underground on an elevator. The diner gate flies in the direction where the platform is headed. I look in the same direction, watchful for any sudden dangers which might come up. Did you come to save Helena too? Oh, that's funny. Out of nowhere, the hitherto silent Helena looks at me and asks a question without being addressed. Yes, of course, we came to save you. Still, what happened just now? Why did you fly away all of a sudden? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to blame you or anything here. I just wanted to know, what just happened just now? Everyone was tricked. Everyone died. But Helena came. Helena was saved. Wait, you were saved? Yes, in the moments of greatest despair, the call was answered. It's so weird to hear her talk like this. I'm just used to like, Commander, carry me. Give me rock. Helena stares at me like she's trying to commit something to memory. Colfin, Dandelion, and Commander, I'm here. I'm scared. What's scaring you? I'm scared that you'll vanish too. She pauses, then speaks again in an almost imperceptible voice. I already have nowhere else to go. Frankly speaking, there seems to be something wrong with how Helena is speaking so frankly, but my instincts are telling me not to focus on that. I have the feeling that if I do voice my suspicions, the girl will vanish like a popped soap bubble. No, yeah, I feel like if I try to ask that, I feel like something might, I don't know, be weird or awkward if I ask that. So I might as well just play along. Did anyone vanish down here? The people who once stood beside me are gone. The people who helped me in my struggles are gone. Everyone has suffered because Helena exists. However, the people who answered me should not become the new sacrifice. Upon saying this, Helena lowers her head and does not speak further. I go over her words in my head, trying to extract meaning from them. Perhaps all this is related to what just happened here. With that in mind, I begin looking around the surroundings. The elevator and the walls are covered in the scars of battle, and it's plain to see why that they're all quite recent. We encountered those unknown armed men in that boo gym from the time the signal went through until we touched down, so something must have happened here recently. Just as I'm thinking, the diner gate flies back as the elevator reaches the bottom floor. Commander, I have good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first? Start with the bad news. The bad news is that the following scenes might end up inducing stomach distress. However, they're also highly informative, so you'll need to look at them anyway. Uh, and what's the good news? The good news is that Colfin's signal is on the move. Hopefully, that means her frame is still functioning, and we won't need to load her neural cloud from a backup. How far away is she? How far away from us is she? Coincidentally enough, Colfin is on the same elevation as us. In other words, she might be in the base. Wait, what the heck? So, I'm guessing this is happening at the same time, like when Colfin is looking for us with Diane. It's just weird. How does she? Actually, I don't know if she's actually here. Is she? How did she end up in the city? I'm just wondering. With the spears like around her, right? Unless is it still before, or is this happening like at the same time? Because with Golfin, like she was also looking for us, but pretty much we were like the commander was under her with the coordinates. I'm going to assume still that this is taking place in the past, and that Diane was not found, like did not find a Golfin yet, just because I feel like Helena. I feel like she has to like be next to Golfin, like at least with her spears, right? Unless, do you think the spears separated from Helena? You think? I don't know. Since Golfin's in there, then we'll have to go in. That makes me jealous. Would you come to save me like this if I were in danger? Obviously, right? This answer is very important to me, So don't try to bluff your way through this, Commander. Oh shoot. I just said nothing. I hope nobody around me will end up in danger. That includes you too, Dandelion. And if danger is unavoidable, I will do my best to protect everyone. That's unfair, Commander. You're the one that needs our protection the most, after all. Then let's do our best for each other. After our conversation ends, the Downer Gate flies up to Helena. Can you contact your defense systems? We could just walk right up with those balls on our side. Helena shakes her head. You're so defensive, how boring. The Downer Gate flies a circle around Helena, and Helena warily turns around to face Dandelion throughout her flight. Did you do all this? You smell like something out of this world. Let's go. I guide Helena's hand to my sleeve, but I can't resist giving her a reminder. We'll be going deep into the tunnels after this. Things in there might get really dangerous, so make sure you hold onto me tight and don't run off. When I walk, you walk. When I stop, you stop. When I crouch down and look for cover, I look for cover and hide. If I don't come looking for you, don't come out. Got that? Helena tugs my sleeve and nods. Helena remembers. Oh, is there about to be a battle here? Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's this guy. Servants, Parades units. Commander, why is it that you don't seem the least bit surprised by these enemies? Technically speaking, I shouldn't be surprised, but mad as heck too. Unfortunately, I just fought them. The things inside will make you shocked and angry. Let's just start by getting these nuisances out of the way. Okay. I'll go ahead and just do that here. There we go. 10 units. Can I finish this within reaching 50 minutes here? Guess we'll see. That's one. So yeah, I'm guessing the main story, we're not going to be following, the commander and Helena anymore. Instead, I'm going to guess that we'll just be following Groza's team instead, with Nemesis and Krolik and Vepli too. And I think my dog wants to go in. There we go, my dog's inside. Go and cuddle my dog for a bit. Alright. How are we now? 6 more. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do here is, once we finish up this battle, I think I'm just going to, I guess, if there's a cutscene up ahead, I'm going to have to skip it, because I do need to leave this game here now. Then I guess I'll finish up, recording this game on the next recording session. Alright, come on guys, two more left. Nice. Wow, look at Lotta there. What is that debuff or status effect? I'm not sure. Alright, one more left guys. Finish him off. Nice, there we go. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, there you have it. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'll have to skip this for a bit. I'll like redo that battle again just so that I can view that cutscene. I'll just confirm here. How far are we, by the way? I just want to see like how far we are, like until the end. There we go. Oh, what the heck? We're pretty much here. Oh no, wait, I can record a bit more then. Okay, hold on. Let me just start the next video by going back here. Okay, I think I can do it. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good